I had to stop and then start again for the switching.
Yeah, right.
It's fine.
But Taylor would have called all of that anyway.
Mine's been running, yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
that's excellent. So they decided to play on Nepal. Now we'll see some interesting things probably. I expect
I like Nepal. Nepal is a good map.
From what I noticed on King's Row from last Rebels is that they play pretty much by the book. What is meta, what is proven to work. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're gonna run something like a Winston, which is also very common in King of the Hill, along with possibly a Zarya, and then standard Lucius Zenyatta coupled with McCree or Genji, Reaper. Like McCree probably will be there, and then the last pick will either be Tracer, Genji, or Reaper according to the situation. Of course, there is one map on Nepal. I think it's called Sanctum, if I'm not correct. If I'm correct.
The inside one?
No, the outside one, not the village, the third one. It's Sanctum.
The outside temple, yeah.
Yeah, that one. Sometimes you see people running Reinhardt there because it's a really open space, and
absolutely,
it is not bad, but can work. However, I wouldn't be surprised if Rebels, if they pick like they picked last game by the book, it's probably going to be something along the lines like I said. Of course, they might bring something that I do not expect. Maybe some player of the last Rebels, or
that would be cool. Well, yeah, just seeing some unexpected, unexpected plays. I would especially like that for the last Rebels. I would sort of like to see possibilities, like sort of shaping up, doing like a standard thing, and then last Rebels trying to do something like a little bit weird and going for that. Going for like a Junkrat or something stupid like that. I would just to
it's a very risky pick at this kind of games. Junkrat is fairly weak against McCrease. Like McCrease will be easily able to pick you off if they have any kind of decent aim. Unfortunately, however, now we will see the picks. Who I decided to play. First, we're starting with Village. This is a pretty one-sided map in a way because usually the team that controls the point can pretty much bunker up and make it very hard
forever,
and hang out there forever, usually from the high ground if possible, or just be somewhere close to the point. And the team that does not have the point is forced usually to blow quite many ultimates to regain it back, because this is the only King of the Hill map where there are basically only 2 choke points for the defending team hold, and because there are only 2 defense hold, it's very easy to hold it and make it really, really hard to get in. However, the picks of the
possibilities are not. I mean, they don't excite me at all. I mean,
they will
Widow there's no good sight lines here at all. It may be up from like left down into like a team that's trying to poke through, but that depends on it. You need to have the point first for that sight line to be fairly efficient.
Exactly, but Widow has fallen off greatly since her nerfs, unfortunately.
We got Zenyatta instead, which makes me basically a little bit more happy, but still just the one support is risky.
This is where it's kind of going good, a bit better for last Rebels. They went for high ground, they had control of high ground, and they're just dropping on them. And the shield of
boost is so
already dropping down. Exactly. And the shield of Funo 94 is already dropping down, and they just basically push them out. However, he got the pick off.
Destiny on Junkrat getting taken down immediately, getting targeted by like Genji. Now we see the possibilities trying to get in on that point, and succeeding moderately. The Reinhardt getting the charge on taking out that diva from her little machine, and the possibilities taking the first few percentages.
Yeah, exactly. I think basically the last Rebels, when they held the high ground from the start, they maybe dropped a bit too fast. Maybe they should just stayed on the high ground and
a little bit arrogant, don't you think?
First. Probably, yes, overconfident slightly, and they got punished for it. But they also have a diva which is able to block Junkrat bombs.
And there you go, the speed boost coming in and contesting the point. The last Rebels going in hard, shoving the possibilities out of the point, and we see Enema on the Mercy having her res up, but not using it immediately. They're hanging back with it, waiting for those picks, waiting for the crucial pick. Diva ult going off inside the point. It's together with the ult, the Junkrat ult, like gets destroyed by the explosion, and we see a fierce fighting for the point there. Diva is going actively for that Mercy, trying to take her down and make sure that the res does not go off. And it looks like possibilities held the point. And the rest you went off. You are entirely correct. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes, actually, the last Rebels managed to kill Zenyatta first, which was very favorable them. It looked like they're gonna win the team fight. However, the Diva ultimate kind of zoned them out, misplaced them as well. I think she also got a kill, and that's what made them snowball.
And there we go, another push in on the point. The hammer going down, an absolutely gigantic hammer, takes down 4 people, goes in just to smash. Fantastic push from the last
exactly.
Rebels.
What happened here is the Reinhardt was able to stun because who know 94 dropped his shield probably to fire strike, and that's when the other Reinhardt saw the opportunity window and threw his stun to get the stun on all of them, which is really potent. And now they have 3 ultimates, which will allow them to hold the point quite well. Of course, the last Rebels, actually 2 ultimates, my bad. The possibilities to have 3 ultimates, which should be able to get the point. Now even 4. So they should be able to get the point with a nice speed boost.
And Wheel gets destroyed by the Grandma Clock on the Fire Strike. It's unfortunate. At this level, the Wheel is just such an unreliable tool. Never ever ends up getting the picks you need. And Grandma Clock with the Clockwork Strike, charge in the back of the enemy Reinhardt, making it so.
I'm really surprised how Reinhardt died. He had his shield up. For some reason, he dropped it down. Maybe he tried to reposition and block it for Zenyatta.
The Grandma got the charge in on his back. And then the explosion happened more or less simultaneously, so someone got killed. Let's see, they're trying to work in on the point again. It's the percentages are starting to catch up. The possibilities really need now to get in on the point. Another Wheel coming in from the left, going down to challenge the Diva. Shoots down the Diva mech with great effect. Another hammer, super strong, taking down half the team and really capitalizing on that, going in hard for the last Rebels and just absolutely demolishing that team. And we get a team wipe on that, and that might be it.
That was pretty much the last
possibilities.
Push. It's very hard for them to go a 6-man grouped up now. They will just push them out with all of the ultis they have, and also the problem was then always.
A gigantic hammer from. Oh, but it's not going to be enough, even with that superb stun.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, that would have been just like.
It would be amazing. However, the last Rebels calculated everything. They knew it was basically the last fight was the last fight, and now they were just zoning them out, making sure they're not able to get in point on time. Zen tried to get with his ultimate speed boost on point to contest, however it's too slow, unfortunately. The Mercy pick somehow is working out, however I think it would be much easier.
I'm not so sure about that.
I think it's like, I'm not sure either, but it's not that bad as I thought it would be. I thought it would, like, at least she's getting some kind of presence, but still they should play Lucio.
Yeah, for the last fight there, it really just, I mean, the Mercy just not contributed much as much. Like, it kept dying before.
Overall, I mean.
Yeah, it kept dying. But, yeah.
It wasn't the worst, but it's not good either. Like, that's what I wanted to say.
It's just like those key moments where she just feels like she's lacking a bit in her tool set in comparison to her counterparts. Seeing a bit of a covert engagement here.
Mercury got picked off as well.
Oh wow, yeah, look at that. Already the possibilities had taking losses on the point here, and only Genji being able to stick around.
It seems the possibilities were slightly split up a bit, especially when they got charged away from the team, and they really got. It was a bit chaotic for them, I think. And now Rebels are just pushing them out, which doesn't look good for them. And at this point, they should really swap off to Mercy. They really need a Lucio speed boost. Get into the position, proper positioning to get good team fights.
Absolutely.
Maybe they're trying to play a bit behind and rely on a Roadhog hook to get a pick off, however it's not working.
See, Roadhog is going off and left, gets countered by that there block from the Genocide. The Genocide being playing strongly on the Genji, having an aggressive presence in on the flank there. Going with a Reaper ult to get a couple of picks, really pushed far forward here. A bit of an Iron play, but it seems like it's pulling.
That was very risky. Probably they would not even need to do that.
The Genocide gets taken out, finally, like a long journey inside their territory. Phenomenon gets taken down just barely, and the Reaper Pace died.
Exactly. The Genji Blade.
Ooh. Strong. We're fighting on so many different fronts now, on the point and on the flanks, and it finally looks like the bullets are going to take the point now.
Yeah.
They paid in ultimates.
Basically, what happened is, who knows, the Reinhardt of the possibilities, he managed to get a pretty decent stun, while Grand Maglock, the other Reinhardt, tried to stop him, but he failed to do so, and still pulled off his stun, which really changed the course of the game. Now they're trying to get the point back. They have a Pharah now, which is very interesting. We'll see, Macri will be able to shoot her down right away or not.
Macri gets shut down himself, so the Pharah is going to have free reign for just a little while longer. D.Va ult coming in, trying to, takes out the Roadhog, and just like that, your two
The Zen ultimate was wasted, I think, because they had the control of the fight.
And now Enema gets taken down as well on the Mercy, and the possibilities are pushed off the point once more. The last Emeralds are sitting comfortably there.
Exactly, because now they have Genji Blade and also Lucio ult, which will make them quite safe for the next team fight. However, they have to keep in mind they have a Mercy with the Resurrect, so Genji will, and possibly Pharah, will probably try to strike down Mercy first as fast as they can to make sure she doesn't pull that 3-4 man res to win the team fight.
We see engagement here on the point, but Fractured, the possibilities are too strung out here, not being able to have a coherent engagement, and Pharah just takes down 2 picks with her ult, which is going to be super valuable here, installing 95% for the last one, and now just stringing out in... Oh, the rest goes up, Enemy goes down, and we have...
They were on the point.
Well, fucking algorithms, whatever.
This was very weird. I was positive they were sitting on the point. However, the Mercy res, that was pretty on point res. However, it takes 3 seconds, or at least there is some delay before the characters can move. And because of that delay, they did not have enough time to get on point. And it's making it really harder for them. I hope they switch off Mercy, because it's really not working for them whatsoever. And now they have a Pharah, which Pharah, Mercy works really nice in combo together, which should be played in the first place if you want to run a Mercy. I think the Hanzo pick is not a serious pick. He's gonna be probably decent next patch if it goes through the PTR. So far, I'm really surprised with Pharah pick on both sides on this map, because...
Oh, what? Volheim?
This is it's not best of 5. Volheim,
your microphone, holy shit.
Don't talk, just write. Our apologies.
They didn't forfeit, and it was a best of 5. What are you doing there, mate?
Wait, what happened?
Volheim took us back by mistake. Volheim.
Wait.
Again. Oh, you did not?
So, what exactly happened now? We need to talk with the admins, figure it out what went wrong.
No, they were not giving up.
Okay, basically what we have to do now is queue into this map again until we get the Sanctum. I think it's called Sanctum, if I'm correct. Or Shrine. What was Sanctum? Okay, it was Sanctum. Just keep Volheim, just make sure you keep going into map as long as we get the right one. Maybe we're lucky and we'll get it on the first try. It happens, but next time please make sure you're positive if they say something like that. However, about the picks, they also picked some questionable picks like Hanzo, so maybe that's why our host thought they really gave up or something. However, that did not seem to be the case. I think they should be able to pick whatever they want accordingly. They don't have to lock the same picks, because you can swap picks anyway. So, fine. We just need to start again. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I don't see any difficulty. However, it was pretty much one-sided so far, but I think the possibilities have a decent chance of fighting the last Rebels if they would pick properly.
That's not an unreasonable concern. I think the picks have not been working out.
They have to change them up.
Yeah. Take us out and take us back. Wrong map.
So basically, they only need to win one more game.
That
It's
is
best
correct.
of 5. Okay, if they win. Now we'll see what it's gonna be. Nope, wrong map again. You just have to keep repeating until we get the right one. He'll just keep doing it. Our apologies, viewers.
Absolutely.
Things can happen. We are human beings. Communication can happen. Sorry for this delay. I hope we get the next right map. No, this is village, unfortunately. We just have to be patient. However, I hope the game will go to best of 5 until the last game. That would be really nice. We only got short games tonight or today so far, so we'll see how it goes. And I think it's very possible if they switch around some heroes.
Village again, so we need to zap it up back.
I think our host is loading slightly slower, and but it's fine. Shouldn't be a problem. Maybe we'll be lucky this time. Which map is it? Nope, village again. No, it has to be. We can't play on the same map like that again. Okay, is it? At least that's how they do it in bigger tournaments. No, still village. Really unlucky.
Traveling to Nepal.
Nope. Wow, really unlucky with it, unfortunately. However, I think it should be played on the same map because then it's not fair for both teams. Because the last Rebels are only one away from win, and perhaps they were confident on that specific map to get the game done, or the possibilities also were confident to win
Fucking
on that
village
map
again,
as well.
holy shit.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but in custom games, unfortunately, in King of the Hill, you cannot select which map starts first. It's very, very random. So we're very unlucky, unfortunately. Is it now? Yes, it is now.
We did it!
Okay, gamers go.
Okay, there we go. So the games may start. Let's see picks.
Oh, we're getting some fire action in here.
Exactly.
And no McCrees on either side so far.
I'm sure they will probably pick the McCree. Wouldn't like the Reaper and Farah. No, they actually decided to go with Farah again.
And the Enema. I mean, I gotta say, I want to see how much of that kid has played Mercy. I need to check that out right now.
I wouldn't exactly blame the Mercy player. Maybe it's the team decision making him play Mercy.
No, absolutely. But it's because consistently that one character and the others have been changing around a little bit. But he's just been playing that one character.
Yeah,
so
perhaps.
Just curious about he's specialized on that character or not. Because I mean, a good Mercy is still a good character. She's just like. She's not as good as an equally tiered.
He only plays Mercy by the looks of it, or at least most of them. But he also has Tracer, like 51 hours on Tracer. Perhaps he could play on Tracer, but perhaps they have better players in their team for DPS role.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see how the game unfolds. Far is very interesting on this map because it's a very small, closed room map where Far cannot fly much up in the air.
Looking forward to see some hooks. Oh wow, gets shoved
down,
the edge immediately.
It's 5v5 already, yes.
Destiny is trying to fly high, get some of that, because then pistol challenging. Challenging Destiny is not going well, getting the direct hit and the Discord orb. Discord orb on the Genji. Genji's taken down, and it looks like the
abilities are pulling back off, basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
They lost slightly too much. It's like.
And now they have the Last Rebels have cemented a hold on the point there, and
they will probably move away from the point and try to establish some high ground. Usually, you don't exactly have to stand on point to have it.
Mustachio on the Genji being discorded. Reinhardt charging in, and the pushing Reinhardt not being able to catch that charge with, which is unfortunate. That pick could have been instrumental for combat. Pistol on working on the high in the sky, trying to get some shots off into the masses of the possibilities.
Crazy Tricks is trying to get a pick off with his hook. He's just playing by the side on the high ground. Yeah, he got something. Nope.
Nope, the hook did not hit.
Where Farah managed to get a triple kill.
Ooh, a Reinhardt charge too deep into the ranks of the possibilities. But followed up by a hammer slam, ends up clearing out that left flank.
Exactly.
And now the possibilities are left to regroup once more. And the last rebels have them in the choke, which is going to be hard to break through.
Perhaps it is possible by just going through different route, like left or right side, because there are 3 chokes on this map.
It looks like Genji is taking that advice to heart and going to challenge on that Lucio and Zenyatta.
It's not a bad idea. However, it's better to go as a wall team and not alone.
Absolutely. They see that the possibilities have pushed through now together, and a huge slam from Reinhardt, taking out that entire team.
The Reaper actually tried to ultimate.
Yes.
Genocide actually tried to use his ultimate, but he got interrupted and killed immediately. But he has 93% charge, so he will have it for the next team fight, which is really nice. I'm quite interested. They don't have a McCree to deal with Farah. However, both sides have a Roadhog, which can effectively hook a Farah on this map because it's rather small map.
Absolutely.
And not very high. Like there is a wall room.
Ooh, and the hook on the Reinhardt evens out the odds. The Reaper's going in for the ult. Watch for that. Oh no, he's just zooming by, being scary. Perhaps hoping to prompt a preemptive defense.
Now they will most likely try to go in because they have some picks.
And am I going for the res? Is not able to pull that off. Destiny alone on the point and gets picked. And here will be the last rebels cementing a hold once more, leading with double the percentage over the possibilities on this King of the Hill map.
Really, the possibilities have one last push because it's 90%. They can make it. It's possible.
But they need to be able to get out of that choke.
No
Grandma Clock, and with the follow-up of that, Farah, super strong, gets on the pick. Follow-up, like, who know? And unfortunately, that's not going to be enough. And that is the match.
Exactly. The issue was, I don't think it was just the Mercy. They were sometimes they were playing slightly too passive, and they were just stuck at being at the choke instead of trying to go around as a team. But they did not have a speed boost because they played Mercy, and by not having the speed boost, they did not have the push they needed to push on the team or maneuver around the team by taking a flank as a whole team, like left to right side, to not go through middle choke, which they were pretty much camping rather deep. And another thing is Merciless were not that effective. She got stopped every time. And the Farahs were interesting. Both sides did not have a McCree, but you still had Discord orbs and other things that could shoot at Farah and try to take her down. There were some decent knockbacks from Farah on the last Rebels. She did pretty decently, solid. Really pulled nice ultimates as well, where she got triple kill and things like that. I'm really surprised both teams decided to play with Reinhardt. Usually, when you play with the Reinhardt on King of the Hill, if you do play it, you want to play it along with a McCree. Like you have a McCree who will play behind your shield and just passively stand there and shoot, things. Where when you have a team with Genji, Farah, which are not really behind your shield, I was quite surprised they decided to play Reinhardt. Winston might be a better option, and usually also when there are Pharahs around, Divas is a pretty decent pick because Diva can block rockets and you can basically deny wall damage to Pharahs. I know lots of people think McCree is the best to shut down Farah, but in reality, the Discord Orb and Diva blocking makes Farah really weak in this meta, unfortunately.
Yeah, absolutely.
However, the games were really nice overall. Maybe one-sided at one point, but I think the last Rebel slightly knew more about the meta pick and how to maneuver around the map with speed boost properly.
What did you think about the match there, Siphon?
Yeah, I watched the match. I think the possibilities were really, really, really missing the Lucio.
Yeah, the speed boost was really...
The speed boost was very important. Like, the last Rebels were on point, on high ground before the possibilities even came in, and then could hold their choke point way easier. So, and even could regroup easier and who knows? If you have the Lucio, you might even be able to get one more push in. So I think not having Lucio is a big mistake at that point.
That is true, indeed. However, they could probably, the last possibilities could probably play a Diva or something like that to minimize the Pharah potential, because Pharah was really, at this point, she was really shooting like crazy on them with ultimates, which could, everything could be negated by simple Diva. I don't think Reinhardt was really needed on this type of maps, especially if you're not playing with McCree. But the only difference with both teams is that one team had Lucio speed and the other didn't, which, like you said already, it made them unable to maneuver properly on points and things like that.
Yeah, I also think like the Pharah was basically uncontested, and you said in the last match that Roadhog just might be able to get the hook on the last map because it doesn't have that high ceiling, right?
Exactly.
So getting the hook is easier, but Roadhog can only get the hook if he really gets on point, gets to the Pharah, and gets in range, right? And they weren't in a position, they didn't have that pressure to get the enemy Reaper off their Roadhog. Roadhog and get that hook off, and then that's when they would have needed that Diva, that McCree to pull to put down that Pharah, to not get ulted in the back.
Yes, like you said, even if they had Diva and McCree to stop those things, they still needed Lucio to position themselves to be able to do those things in the first place. Because if you're not able to position yourself in a speedy time or at the same time as the opposing team, which can do with the Lucio, then you're gonna have a bad time. And many times the last Rebels were really aware of Mercy presence. They were aware when she has res available, and they were really ready, prepared to shoot her down as fast as they could, so she didn't get any reses whatsoever. And the reses that she was able to do were not game-changing whatsoever in the long run. All
right, guys. I think we're gonna take a break, take it off there. And thanks to everyone who was watching for these amazing games. And I think I'm speaking for everyone where I was saying I'm really excited to watch